To let Penrith fans recover from last night and to let the celebrations continue. The Panthers' grand final win over the Rabbitohs has echoed long and loud in Sydney's west.
Last year, this year. What a difference a year makes.
Panthers celebrate.
The moment the siren rang across Suncorp Stadium was the cue for the release of unbridled Panther pride, be it at micro fan sites outside family homes or down the main drag past the Panthers clubhouse. Mulgoa Road, a logjam for post-match hours. Outside the home of Panther 5'8" Jerome Luai, all of Mount Druitt seemed to want to celebrate with his family.
The community that's just come out and supported all our boys, it's crazy.
Crazy that kept going today after a brief breakfast breather with hundreds gathering in Penrith's Jamison Park.
Everyone's coming out of their houses cheering. It was awesome.
I've been waiting half of my life for this to happen. He's only lost one game since he's been born.
Not a big bad player for the Panthers then.
No, he's pretty good, pretty good.
Fans planning to again watch the game on the home ground big screen when their team returns.
We'll watch the match as a club and then we'll party hard and we will not go to sleep that night.
Does that sound like a plan?
The party has already started!
For loyal fans Michelle and John Andrew, it was a late night for them as well.
I didn't go to bed till about 4 a.m. and it was just amazing.
John seeking refuge outside when Adam Reynolds had a kick to draw the game.
I heard a big roar, so I knew that the conversion was missed.
But down the Andrews Street, Lone Bunnies fan Gary would hear the noise.
They're outside our house yelling out. My daughter was crying for about 3 hours.
It would be an emotion replicated across Rabbitohs territory, many watching the game in parks with laptops fired up on eskies. There would only be 2 points in it, but those 2 points would make all the difference.
With all the drama we've had, with all the lockdowns and that, this is just exactly what the district needs.
It just brightened the spirits of the Penrith area in Western Sydney.
Mike Dalton, 9 News.
And the Panthers party roared on north of the border, the team celebrating well into the early hours of this morning. For one player, it was a night he'll never forget, getting a ring on his finger and putting another on his partner's.
The sun rising on the NRL's new premiers. An all-night party with a prized possession never far away.
I think the boys are still going from last night.
The team showing as much stamina off the field as they did on it. Celebrations at a Sunshine Coast pub still in full swing late this afternoon. Brian To'o has double the reason to celebrate after proposing to his partner Moesha after the match.
He said, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Will you marry me?" I just thought, do my parents know?
A night to remember. The couple lapped up the moment in the dressing room. To'o revealed it wasn't his original plan. He was hoping to pop the question earlier in the year.
I was planning to propose to her in Origin, but God had different plans, and just really happy that I was able to obviously not only get the win but propose to her, and she said yes.
And he insists the proposal would have gone ahead even if they'd lost.
Yeah, of course.
The Panthers overcame a host of injuries on the road to the premiership and today gave an insight into the mindset they've had since the team relocated to Queensland.
We called this base camp, and it's only specific people that can get right to the top of Everest, and we trained for it, and those were the main things that you need to get to the top is oxygen, and we used that as fitness, and we just used Everest as our guideline.
Souths fans rallied around the Rabbitohs today despite the heartbreaking loss.
I don't think it's sunk in just yet. It was disappointing. We've come so far this season and it was a tough game, and to just miss out there at the end, it hurts.
Danica Mason, 9 News.
OK, we're going to breaking news. A major rescue operation is underway.
Pain proved to be no barrier to Nathan Cleary's premiership ambitions, but he now faces surgery and a lengthy recovery from a serious shoulder injury. There's no anaesthetic like victory, and silencing critics of his father and coach made it even sweeter for the Clive Churchill medalist.
It was the night the boys from Penrith became men, providing a pathway of hope for many who can now see what success looks like. No grand final celebration will top their nitro-charged nugget, who turned into rugby league's Romeo. Brian To'o got his ring, and he had one to spare to make the night even more memorable.
Did you know this was coming?
No, I didn't know. I thought he was coming to give me a hug after the game.
And instead
he proposed to me.
His bestie was taking time to speak to his mum and dad back home.
It's my family, man. I miss them so much. It was for you guys, man. Let's go.
There were stories of incredible courage. Dylan Edwards played for a month with a broken foot. How bad is that foot?
Mate, it's pretty sore. I just got a couple little stress fractures in there, but it's good now. It's bloody worth it, that's for sure.
This night was always going to be about the Cleary clan, and rightly so.
So proud of all the boys, and especially Nat and I.
It's stuff of dreams, eh?
Oh, it still doesn't even feel real. Like, it's just something that you dream of your whole life, and it's finally happened. Oh man, this is the best day of my life.
And to share it with Dad.
Oh yeah, it's just the cherry on top. It makes it that bit extra special. It's not about us, but I think a lot of people wrote us off, as our as a duo, and yeah, to do the pinnacle of the game together, it's it's special.
You never show emotion, but when you're over there with Beck and your family and Nathan, what was that feeling like for you? That must be a lifetime of work right there.
Yeah, well, for me personally, it is. Yeah. I don't know, you always going to dream about this moment, but you'll never really know what it's going to be like. It's a bit surreal, actually. I feel like I'm in a bit of a dream at the moment.
It's a good dream.
It's a great dream, it never ends.
I'm proud of Nathan. I can't imagine how you feel.
Yeah, that's just mind-blowing. To give your son the Clive Churchill medal, I couldn't have written that story. Honestly, 8 weeks he's been basically had to patch him together, and he just was never going to say no. And then just to play the way he did, yeah, he's so much like his mother.
Can you tell us how bad Nathan's shoulder actually was? Like, was it what we assumed, or was it worse?
Yeah, so there was basically 2 things wrong with it. Had a torn labrum, which happens a lot, but he also tore the rotator cuff, which is, that's usually means you have to have surgery straight away. And we got a bit of negative, well, not negative, but we got that opinion.
In the sheds, Ivan addressed the team, and then things went wild. They know how to play and how to move. Liam Martin, the heartbeat of the pack, was in danger of drowning post-match, but not in sorrows.
I'm just on cloud 9. You work so hard all your life for this, and
We are live, baby! We got live! We live!
You got the goggles on. Oh no, yeah, thank God.
Your teammates love you, eh?
Yeah, I love them boys. I'll do anything for these lads.
In Brisbane, Danny Weidler, 9 News.
With a margin of just 2 points, the pain of defeat was always going to cut deep, especially for the man who could have levelled the scores. It was a cruel way for Adam Reynolds to end his career as a Rabbitoh.
Tears flowing and hearts breaking. It's a moment no rugby league player wants to experience, especially in your final game for your childhood club.
It's been one hell of a journey over the last 10 years. We've made some friendships and some bonds that will be around forever. The fans have been fantastic. They've been number one, and it's going to be sad to leave them. But I'm sure I'll still be part of the family somewhere.
This moment makes it even harder to take for the skipper who bleeds Cardinal and Myrtle. A misconversion with minutes left that would have levelled things up.
Yeah, I hit it nice. I thought it was going to come back more than what it actually did, so it wasn't meant to be.
It was also Benji's last game for the Bunnies, but is this the last time we'll ever see him on a footy field?
Yeah, I'm not sure. One thing I didn't want to do was put that thought in my head this week and then think I had to do more than I needed to in my job. So I guess I have a couple of days to reflect, see what's on the table and decide from there. I really don't know at the moment, to be honest with you. same as last year, I might have scored Wayne again.
You can go and coach with Wayne, that's an option.
I don't know if I can put up with his grumpiness every day.
Wayne Bennett a tad more direct when discussing his future.
I wasn't looking for a fairy tale ending. I'm not finished yet. I haven't told anyone I've retired from coaching.
And even for those sticking around at Redfern, this was so tough to take.
Quite an empty sort of feeling. It's gutted, I'm shattered, all those type of words put into one. It's hard to sort of compromise how I'm feeling. It's quite sad, to be fair.
But they'll dust themselves off and go again next year. Emma Lawrence, 9 News.